Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the South Alabama Jaguars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there, ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Turn starts inside the 15. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense comes on the field first today. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better.
Here's the second down play. Moving at the second level of the defense now. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. And the Jaguars come to the line to run the hurry-up. The quarterback keeps it on the option. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And the Jaguars will bring their punt team on the field now.
Number 18, on to kick it away.
We'll see what he can do with the return. And the return will be brought down. So Georgia's offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
It's a short completion of the tight end. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this...
Tremendous toughness here. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent game. Moves the ball to the 33. There's a 1st and 10 play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
The defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
And the Bulldogs are in the red zone now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Snags the quick throw. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's 1st and...
No shot to bring him down. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. They will try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Jaguars offense back on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And tackled after a small pickup there. The Jaguars will hustle to the line here to run the hurry out. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. This, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air.
Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarter.
The ball is picked off. Can he take it all the way? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
He's running out of time here. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And here's the return from inside the... Gets some blocks. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The South Alabama offense back on the field now. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick grab. Defense makes the stop after the completion. The Jaguars will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Gets made on the out route. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Grab down the middle. It's Adams. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Now here's the toss play. Some hard running there through a tackle. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The extra point makes the lead 18 now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. The returner is brought down. Gets a start for the next drive. Here comes South Alabama's offense back out there. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Handing off on the draw play. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down. And the Jaguars looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Jaguars will have to kick this away. Back out to punt for the 4th time today. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take off here. Breaks loose at the 45. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. extra point is good, and they're in front now, 28-3. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner trying to create good field position. And they've got the returner corralled. The Jaguars offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And the single back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The Jaguars bring their punt team onto the field. On to kick now for the 5th time today. Now it's a very high kick straight up in the air. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Caught over the middle. It's Cornelius. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Takes the ball and heads to the left. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
You know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Dogs churn out another 1st down. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. First set it down. It's 1st and goal. Takes the handoff. It's Cornelius. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Running with purpose. What a move. Makes one man miss, picks up the 1st down before they stop him. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. Pass protection is a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense. They try to get everybody on the same page here. So bad plays on 1st and 2nd down puts them in a tough spot here. 3rd and very long. Breaking tackles. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. but they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He shreds the tackle. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
He'll hand it off. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This pack is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities, and just keep winning the battle up front.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Gets rid of it on the move. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. The South Alabama offense back on the field now. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Quick throw over the middle. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He just goes up and over the pile for that touchdown.
Man, that's some serious vertical by this running back. A well-earned touchdown on the goal line.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And he's going to bring it out. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Comes South Alabama's offense back out there. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Jaguars will kick it away to get us going in the second half. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
He'll ride the back again here. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Send the back in motion. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Bringing pressure. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Press coverage now from the secondary. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
This offensive line, flat out, did not handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
No problem. Knocks it right through. So they get the 3 points, but this remains a large deficit.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return begins inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. It's a toss to the left side. And it works. The 1st down to the 35. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here comes a handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fist, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. Were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Quick throw, testing the middle. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
The Bulldogs looking to keep this drive moving.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
6th play of the drive coming up. It's a shotgun run call. And he's brought down there. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. These playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle with a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Can he make it to the marker? He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a 1st down.
Where they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Breaks clear. Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. And the beatdown continues.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
And the extra point was up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's field, the returner trying to create good field position here. And the returner is brought down. Jaguars offense back on the field now. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Dogs.
How about the safety here just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception. I love that he's got the speed and the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. The South Alabama offense back on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Pressure is coming. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. Second down play coming up for this offense.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to...
Touchdown, Bulldogs. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring it down. Here comes South Alabama's offense back out there. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. 1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Finds an open target on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can...
A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. An incompletion sets up a third down now for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. The Jaguars will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.